college, and a major. Larry Burkett, in his book Money Matters for College Students, indicates that too many students choose colleges and majors for the wrong reasons. He likens changing majors in college to switching lines at the grocery store. Quote, "You're free to make the switch, but you lose your position in line and generally have to start at the end of another line." End of quote. When choosing a college major, which should come before the choice of schools, he breaks the 4-year program into two 2-year phases. Phase 1 is heavily loaded with foundation courses, typically called general education. Phase 2 typically begins your major. Now there are exceptions to this for some majors, but it can hold true and is as good a place to start as any in this process. Larry lists some poor reasons to choose a college major. They include 1, because the resulting job will make a lot of money. While money is important, depending on your job rather than God to provide is not a good way to start the majority of your life. 2, because it will lead to a hot job. That's a job that's currently in demand. Just remember that others see this same need, and by the time you graduate, there could be a glut of people who took your same direction. 3, because it is the career that one or both of your parents had. You may have the same temperament as one of your parents, but that doesn't mean that God has gifted you in the same way to do the same work. And 4, because it's what your friends are pursuing. Now this is one of the best ways to wind up somewhere where your friends are not. If you all get the same degree, you will undoubtedly have to move in all different directions to get the jobs that are available. Besides, you can probably see that one of the reasons they are your friends is that they are different than you with different giftings. You don't have the same giftings that they have, and that's okay. Larry also lists 3 wise steps to choosing a college major. The first is to wrestle with the purpose of your life. This is a good time to spend some time seeking God's face and preparing a personal mission statement. Quite often, this process works well with a trusted friend who can give you feedback along the way. Second, to help with this process, take inventory of your God-given talents. Some of these can be discovered through personality and skills inventories, and some just need personal reflection. A lot of high schools and colleges are offering career testing, which will help clarify a number of the facets of your personality, as listed below. A test can help you discover your personality. Are you a leader or a follower? Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Most of us are a combination of all those traits. B, looking at how you like to do things will help determine your skills. Do you like mechanical things, say fixing cars? Do you like to have your nose in books in all your free time? Use that kind of analysis to expand your list of likes and dislikes. C, vocational interest falls right out of the skills and personality inventories. Your public library should have resources that will help you match what you have found with suggested career fields. Visit the reference librarian for assistance. D, work priorities and values also have a place in the selection of a career and the major needed to attain that goal. If you like to work outside, you probably want to avoid something that is primarily office work. If working around people makes you uncomfortable, you might look for a desk job that keeps you busy on a computer. Finally, examining what you did well at your high school career can help you to discover some direction. For starters, see what subjects were easy for you and which were hard. What subjects did you want to take but couldn't get in? What subjects were required that you struggled to get through? With these results in hand, talk to a career guidance person at your high school, the local college, or to business professionals who you think might have some input on your ideas. The web is also a wealth of information regarding the desired attributes of people who are to be hired in many fields. Once you've figured out your major, now you choose a college. First, you need to understand that no matter what your career goals, your choice of school will be limited by a number of factors. These factors include things like your GPA. The better your GPA, the more choices you will have. Also, your record of extracurricular activities. If you had a good record of extracurricular activities along with a good GPA, not necessarily a perfect 4.0, you'll have more doors open to you. Another factor is your SAT or ACT scores. These go right along with your GPA. Of course, your financial situation also plays into this. Some schools may just be financially out of reach. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. I have a niece who has a full-ride scholarship to the college she's attending and had a choice of colleges who were offering her scholarships. Also taken into account is your parents' financial situation. The same holds true as for your financial situation. They tend to go hand in hand. Athletic success in high school can also be a factor. Being a top athlete can open doors in school that your academics might not. Be sure to have a fallback plan. Sometimes things beyond your control can eliminate this kind of scholarship in a moment, and you could have a real problem. Another factor is your choice of majors. Like it or not, every school may not have the major that you have chosen to pursue. For example, it would be pointless to pursue a ministry degree at a public university, or there probably aren't very many schools in New York City offering animal husbandry. Jay Matthews of the Washington Post made some great points in an article from October 2004. He was reviewing a book and summarizing some relevant points about the difficulty of making such an important decision as a college major or choice of college. A couple of the ideas he thought were important from the book included, first, feelings matter more than facts, and sometimes an unexamined emotional response is often a better guide to our long-term needs than careful analysis of our thoughts. Second, settle for something that is good enough, and don't worry about the possibility that there might be something better. Searching for the absolute best can be crazy-making. And third, avoid people who obsess over every decision. They will just drag you down. With all this in mind, be sure and spend time in prayer and in counsel with trusted friends. Try not to overdo it, but do your best to find what God has for you. As Henry Blackaby put in his book Experiencing God, find out where God is working and go there.